Donald Trump held a bizarre and bonkers 6 a.m. sort of rally in Manhattan this morning before going into court. It's all bizarre. It's all extraordinarily strange.
We have so much to go over today. More lies from Panderman about his man crush, Trump. We've got Biden news. Triggernometry. The British guys. Their interview with David Plantation. We'll go into why he's David Plantation. 2, also, you know what's fun? Like British people, it's like, it's not even that they sound like everyone. There's this lie that everyone, this myth that everyone thinks they sound smart. They don't sound smart. They just sound sexy. Sound sexy AF, dude. When I hear a British person, I'm like, man, let's and then we'll wrap the episode up with hilarious Biden videos, which I guess we can't get enough of. Just check out this episode name. Check out David Panderman's episode name. Trump does bizarre 6 a.m. rally, tells countless lies. Countless lies, Panderman says. Within Panderman's own clip, he identifies 2 lies. Potential lies. So I guess countless for a Panderman fan. 1, 2. It's tough for them. But let's check out what Trump's talking about. What's this goofball Trump talking about, huh?
President allowing me to go. We have a big case today in the Supreme Court on presidential immunity. A president has to have immunity. If you don't have immunity, you just have a ceremonial president. You won't have immunity.
Do you know about the payments?
So we have a big...
All right, so now USA chants apropos of nothing, starting to drown out the audio.
Oh, over nothing? From nothing? We're proud that we live in America, Panderman. Okay, so it's not apropos nothing.
You know, this idea that if you don't have full and total presidential immunity, the presidency is merely ceremonial. You can't really do what you need to do as president unless you have full immunity. It doesn't seem to have been an issue for any president other than Trump and Nixon.
Gee, I wonder why immunity might be so important to Trump. I wonder why. You think it has anything to do with the 91 unprecedented criminal charges against him? Might be why Panderman has to pick the lowest fruit he can, which is generally true of short people. All right, enough of Trump. Let's see what the actual guy who's running the country is up to, right? This is just a reminder. Good old Jail 'em up Joe. The controversial 1994 crime law that Joe Biden co-authored. This was the nail in the coffin of the black nuclear family. Jailing up the rest of the fathers. Thanks, good old Jail 'em up Joe. But Trump's the racist. Just super quick. What is this? President Trump made permanent a commitment of $255 million in annual funding for historically black colleges and universities. This is from like this gov.gov. But Trump's the racist. Anywho, so this is what Jail 'em up Joe likes to do. They don't like something, so they ban it. They jail him up. Get rid of Trump. TikTok. We don't like TikTok. Ban that. They want to ban an app. Sure, mozzarella sticks perhaps, but TikTok? Come on, everyone likes TikTok. I actually hate TikTok, but that's not the point. You can't just ban it because you don't like it, guys. No matter how much you want to, that's not the way the USA works. We don't work like that here, guys. USA! USA! It's never going to work anyways because they say China owns the app, which isn't true. BitDance or ByteDance is owned by 60%. 60% of the company is not owned by Chinese people, supposedly. I don't know, but that's what they say. So more than likely, I don't see how they could ban it then, because they're saying China owns the app and they're going to steal all our information when it's another country that owns all of our information or something. So that's what Biden wants to do. What else does he want to do? Another great Biden idea. Good old jail him up Joe now wants to pass some more legislature. President Biden proposes 44% capital gains tax. 44%. Fuck it. Why not? Right? And then check this out. 25% tax on unrealized gains. Unrealized gains. Does anyone know what that means? Any Pakman fans for sure don't. We should start a new thing too, where it's like, no, you can't leave a comment unless you own property. Unless you own property in this country, I don't think you should be able to leave comments on the internet. Anyways, unrealized gains. You guys know what that means? So if you bought Bitcoin, for example, when it was 20,000 and now it's up to 70,000, right? And at the end of the year, you don't cash out, right? And it's up. They want you to pay 25% tax on that. When it could definitely crash down to, they say 0, right? Who's that gold guy? Not the opposite of Michael Saylor. Who is that? Anyways, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Look at him just like, I know he, look how fucking, let's get a super quick clip. You know what, dude, honestly, fuck all you Joe Biden haters. He's sharp as a tack. God damn it. I'm sick of everyone hating on Joe Biden. He's sharp as a tack.
Imagine what we can do next. 4 more years. Pause. 4 more years. Pause.
Jeremiah, how about our New York City update? What's going on here with New York City and food prices? Everything's probably fine. Everything's going well.
Well, we all know that prices at the grocery store remain stubbornly high. In fact, federal data shows overall grocery prices have climbed more than 24% from 2018 to this year. Well, now a new poll finds as more New Yorkers struggle with rising food prices.
24%. 24.4%. That's nothing. Bidenomics, it's perfect. I have 2 clips from this this interview of Triggernometry and David Pladman. Let's check out this first one real quick.
Not a Democrat. I don't care about the party. I gladly concede that. What I see as the problem with Trump is more, I agree with the idea that Trump was a symptom rather than the problem. But for me, the problem was, if Trump doesn't have people who fall for his obviously false promises and complete lack of understanding of any issue, if people don't fall for that, Trump's the crazy guy yelling in the New York subway.
Panderman is no dummy. Panderman, Kalinsky, the other goofballs, they saw Trump and they saw their opportunity to become what they are today. If no, like, he's tricked his, I mean, everything he said is what he did. He just unveiled he said the quiet part loud, right? That's what I would call it. Anyways.
The danger comes from the fact that in the United States, there are so many people who are either not engaged with politics at all, that when a celebrity pops up, they go, that sounds kind of good. I know who Trump is. Or they're so, they lack knowledge of issues to such a degree that when they hear Trump say, I'm going to fix trade by putting tariffs on China, and Trump doesn't even understand that it's American companies that pay the tariffs. And Trump starts saying, look at how much we charge China. And then his followers go, we charge China so much. And it's like, guys, it's the American companies that pay the tariffs. So when people don't understand stuff, they fall for people like Trump.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's go over tariffs super quick. It's the American. Yes, it is the American company. Why do they do it, Panderman? That's great that you just said that, and now you're so smart because you said it. What does it mean? Panderman. You're not going to explain it. You'll just say the bare minimum to sound like you know what you're talking about. Tariffs are to increase revenue, right? But what else? They can be used for different things, maybe to discourage imports, so maybe Americans can have a chance to compete with slave labor. America first, that's what that means. I don't know, does he not get it, or he wants to make it sound like everyone's stupid except for him? Only Panderman gets it. Good old David Plantation wants to keep everyone very poor and very stupid.
The optics of the Biden presidency, do they not make you cringe somewhat?
Okay, so this is going to be about how Biden clearly looks to most people in America, and I would assume everywhere else at this point in time. Biden doesn't look so good. He's looking bad. He looks very bad.
When he's shaking hands in midair with people who aren't there and forgetting things and all of that.
Beautiful. So are you guys open to a good faith conversation about that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's go piece by piece. Does
Perfect.
Joe Biden sometimes lose his train of thought? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no question about it. And he's close to 80 years old. If you compare...
So he concedes this, Biden can't speak. Perfect. That's number one. So let's keep that in our brains here, guys. He already conceded that Biden cannot talk. Let's keep going.
Same guy. I have no problem saying that that's absolutely the case. No argument whatsoever. The shaking hands with midair video was a total joke. And I'll tell you the story about it. The weekend that story, the shaking hands with midair went, I looked at the clip on my phone, and it was a very short clip where you just see Biden stop speaking. He turns to the side and he goes like this. I said, oh my goodness, this is terrible. Biden, he seems worse than Trump when Trump came off of his plane and his car was right in front of him and Trump wandered off and was brought back by the arm by a Secret Service agent and they said, here's your car. That's worse than when Trump had Rudy Giuliani sitting right across the table and said, where's Rudy?
And maybe I'll ask Rudy to say a few words.
Well, thank you very, very much, Mr. President. First of all, congratulations on what is in fact a historic start of an administration.
Right.
I've never seen so much done in so short a period of time.
That Biden clip looked bad. And I was going to report, like, guys, something seems wrong with Joe Biden. And then I found the actual...
Also, too, another lie. I caught you in another lie, Panderman. You would have never said that, ever. He would have never said that, by the way. Anyways.
VIF frame instead of the square Twitter video.
No.
And you could see what happened after. And Joe Biden had people to his right and to his back right and to his back. And he literally finished the speech.
No, Panderman. That's another lie. That didn't happen. He literally had people to his right and left. Let's check it out.
And I was going to report full VIF frame instead of the square Twitter video.
No one's
And you
there.
could see what happened after. And Joe Biden had people to his right and to his back right and to his back. And he...
Cool, another lie. Panderman is always lying about everything he says. And he picks these obscure little references that he knows no one's investigated, so no one can say with in all honesty, like, yes, I know what you're talking about. No, we don't know this one obscure moment. Biden constantly makes a fool of himself every day. What are you talking about? Biden makes a fool of himself every day. Let's close it out with some foolish Biden moments. Buffoonery by Biden.
Than done. If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway, we're going to get a lot done.
Trump sleeps in court. Trump didn't know where his limo was, right?
So the actions we've taken, things have begun to change. End of quote. In the past 3 weeks, I'm especially honored to share the stage with Brittany and Jordan and Nathan and Margaret Catherine I love those barrettes in her hair, man. I tell you what. Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with like a little lady in a race car. Brittany, you're doing.
How do you realistically and physically keep these families from coming to the U.S. when things will not get better in their country
Where's he going?
right away?
Can't guarantee that. But I know, that old thing. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step.
Yikes. Jeremiah, what else do we have?